I believe God has a heart for everyone. This is a charity shop where the money stays local. We are based in the community. We are by the community. We have people volunteering here, both on the retail side and the hospitality side. And it's for the community. We have already been approached by groups in the community who want to come and use this space, but we don't want to just fill up with external groups using the space here. We want to be able to nurture Christian community, to bring God into the conversation, and that's why we're looking to recruit someone whose role will be to enable and facilitate those things to happen.
The community pioneer will be able to work locally within the shop to develop the spaces within the shop, but also to work with the local geographic area to work out how they listen to their communities and are able to have other NPMP initiatives springing up with a focus on church at the margins, but also to give them 20% of their time to be able to look at the wider district and work out how they can support bigger initiatives across the district. So 80% locally, 20% wider is our model for how we see this community pioneer really being able to see this vision for churches at the margins developing across Cumbria. The exciting thing about having this Barrow shop in the heart of the community is that we're able to meet the needs of the community in Barrow through this new Church at the Margins initiative, meeting the needs, developing a community space, building on the learning that we've already had by having an existing charity shop in the area for 6 years.
To volunteer at the shop when the shop moved, because I could see that they were moving from just being a place where there was things sold as a charity shop, looking to do that next step of being or trying to be a community, to make a community.
We've just opened our doors not many months ago, and already God seems to be at work here and the project seems to be developing. We really feel that if we meet the need of the community, if we really listen to what God's calling us to, the project itself will expand and develop. And so we will need to continually evolve and change with that. But this seems like a best fit for now, having that intentional resource for local and wider.
We've been able to help a family out who were struggling to be able to get clothes for their children. And we were able to provide them with some shoes and clothes so that their children would have stuff to wear.
One of the joys of the shop being here is that it's open 5 days a week. So we're here when people need us, not just when we happen to be open. A gentleman came in recently to tell us that his mother had died and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to contact the funeral directors. He didn't know what to do about clearing the house. To be able to be there, have the conversation about how we can help and support, and actually just to talk with him through his grief, just to be here.
Why I'm really excited is that we intend to replicate out the vision for Church at the Margins across the whole district. The shop here will act as a hub or a host space for initiatives that might develop over and through the rural surrounding areas. So we might see knit and natter groups or book groups, or just people sitting and having a coffee and a chat with their local community in different spaces, because we've already modelled and learnt what we need to learn about that here in this Renew hub. But also what we'd love to see through having a pioneer enabler in post, being able to replicate out maybe the whole project across the district. So we might have other Renew shops developing with the whole package of the charity shop and the community space. What we've learned in Barrow through the charity shop that was in the old premises is there's a real need for community spaces that people can come and develop and be in relationship and grow together as community. And that's something that's not that accessible in Barrow unless you've got enough pennies to spend. And so we wanted to move the charity shop into a new location to have a community space. So the charity shop will provide the funding for a community to develop in this space. So we really intend to take our learning from what's been in the charity shop and develop that into this new project, this new Church at the Margins project of meeting social deprivation need, meeting social isolation, poverty in all its forms, by offering a space developing along the strapline that we have here at Renew.
In the community, by the community, for the community.